Good morning, good morning, good morning. Welcome to the Cuppa on the weekend. It is the weekend and have a beautiful day. So come on in, be with me. I'm going to share that we are live so we can is in here. So come on and let's see where we're at. All right, I'm sharing it now. So when you share it as well, I would really appreciate that. Okay, it is shared. We are on, and here we go. So welcome, welcome, welcome. If you're finding us as a regular or welcome in. And what we do to start off is go into our hearts. So on the hearts, touching your heart brings your focus right there. And then slow down the breathing. Breathe fully, filling the lungs all the way. And then release. Breathe in again. And release. With your next breath, love. Bring love to your heart. Feel it full. Good morning, Kelly. And release. And now we do something that we do every day. We say affirmations together. Gail, yeah, I don't see those on my end. A little skirt, but my hotspot was totally frozen. Keep it off. So skirt. Let's see if this will be any better. Let me go back to it, see if it'll come back on, because it's still not on from what I can see. But let's try. And Kim McElwain, I see that you're watching with us. Good morning to you. Okay, maybe now it's back. I'm hoping. And how is the sound? Is it any better? I'm a little stuffy this morning, so the sound may sound weird, but I'm here. All right, let's get to it. So, every morning we say our affirmations, and it looks like I am enough. I am worthy. I am a spark of the divine. I am happy. I am healthy. And I love myself. And Suzanne just came on to watch with us. Good morning, Suzanne. Miracles happen to me every day. It's better now. Oh, thank you, Kelly. Yeah, I just had to turn my hotspot on from my phone so we get a better connection. All right, so how's everybody doing? Hopefully you had a good week and now you're celebrating the weekend. Good morning, Kathy Hand, and there's Suzanne. Well, I'd love to know how you're doing. So please share if you have something going on, if you are just or whatever is happening. Just share that with me and with each other as we gather everyone in here. And we will do a story time this morning. So let's get the rest of our P's. If you don't see somebody, say their name, call them in. Like our Andrea. There she is. Good morning, Andrea Gregg. I don't see Linda. Who else are we missing? Did Deirdre come in? No, don't see our Deirdre yet, and I did send it to her, so she has the link. So if you know somebody that's usually here, then send them a message or just share this out on your timeline or in groups that you are in. And let's get our P's in here so we can see how everybody's doing. So, as I said, I'm a bit stuffy, so bear with me. I think it was the tiredness from the travel and the change in temperatures, although it's about the same as it was in Kentucky. I woke up in the 40s this morning here in Kansas, and that's where I'm at. I'm in Salinas, Kansas, and I'll be just stopping here for a night or two to get rested for the rest of the trip, which will happen tomorrow on Sunday. All right, so let's get to story time. Let me pull it up. And it is Rest Stops for the Soul. Anxiety is the dizziness of freedom. That's a quote from Soren Kierkegaard. The last couple of days have been filled with miles of highway, orange construction barrels, restless drivers weaving in and out of traffic, endless detours, and moments where exhaustion settled deep into my bones. There are times on the Peace on Earth tour when the road feels magical and effortless, and there are other times when every mile feels like a lesson in surrender. Travel has a way of revealing what is hidden inside of us. As I drove through these roads I have traversed over the last 5 years, navigating sudden lane closures and aggressive traffic, I could feel anxiety trying to creep into my spirit. Not fear exactly, but that uneasy feeling of being stretched too thin. The body becomes tired, the mind becomes overloaded, the spirit longs for stillness while the wheels keep turning. Road construction is an interesting metaphor for life itself. Sometimes we are forced into narrow lanes. Sometimes we are slowed down against our will. Sometimes there are unexpected stops that frustrate us because we simply want to arrive at our destination. Yet, perhaps the delays are protecting us from something ahead that we cannot see. I watched drivers speeding recklessly through construction zones as though their destination mattered more than the lives surrounding them. It made me think about how many people are spiritually exhausted right now. So many are rushing through life wounded, distracted, overwhelmed, and disconnected from their hearts. We see it in the impatience. We see it in the anger. We see it in the inability to simply breathe and allow space for others. And truthfully, there were moments these last few days when I realized I was beyond tired myself. There comes a point where rest is no longer optional, it becomes sacred. The angels have often reminded me that even light workers forget they are human. We keep pushing forward because there is work to do, people to help, places to bless, messages to deliver. But the body whispers long before it screams. The soul asks for renewal before exhaustion becomes collapse. As I finally stopped to rest, I realized how deeply I needed silence. No traffic, no navigation system, no rushing, just stillness. Sometimes freedom itself creates anxiety because freedom requires responsibility. We must choose wisely how we care for ourselves. We must decide when to keep moving and when to pull over and rest. We must listen to the wisdom within instead of forcing ourselves beyond healthy limits. The road teaches balance, it teaches awareness, it teaches surrender. Most of all, it teaches trust. Trust that it is okay to pause. Trust that rest is productive. Trust that renewal is holy. Dear angels, how do we know when it's time to stop pushing and allow ourselves to rest and renew? Dear ones, your spirit always speaks before your body breaks. Exhaustion is not weakness, it's communication. When your thoughts become scattered, your emotions reactive, and your joy begins to fade, these are sacred signals asking you to return to balance. The world teaches constant motion, but heaven teaches rhythm. There is a time to move and a time to be still. Honor both equally. Rest is not abandoning your purpose. Rest is preparing your vessel to continue carrying light. Even the earth rests each night beneath the stars. Allow yourself the same grace. In your stillness, healing arrives. In your quiet moments, clarity returns. And in your renewal, you remember that peace is not found at the destination, but carried within you on every mile of the journey. The angels whisper, "Slow down, dear traveler. The road will still be there tomorrow. Breathe deeply, unclench your spirit, and let yourself rest beneath heaven's loving gaze. Even the strongest wings must occasionally fold in stillness before they rise again. Today, I promise to be more conscious of the need for both rest in the physical body and spiritually." So, do you ever think about that? About resting spiritually? Sometimes we feel like we're on such a huge mission. We go and go and go and go, and we think of all the things that need to be done, all the work that needs to be done to bring in peace on our earth, to help each other and lift each other spiritually. But sometimes we need to just be silent, to be still. It's in that stillness that we recalibrate and we really do get ourselves back to a good place where we feel fresh again. Oh, thank you, Gail. It is a lot to think about, isn't it? It's a lot to absorb because life is a lot to absorb. And it's so interesting how they weaved that story to show the metaphor of living life. And it's not all about just go, go, go. The downtime is an important time for us. We realize that when we get sick, when our bodies are screaming at us, we don't realize it when the bodies are just whispering and saying, hey, giving us that little nudge. Maybe you should take a nap. Maybe you should just step away for a moment. All right, we had Julie come in. Good morning, Julie. We had Darlene. Hi, Darlene. I'm so glad you're with us today. Brookie, hello, hello. I'm so happy you're here. And Andrea is here. Thank you for being here. All right, Kathy, Bob sends prayers of safe travels. I told him about your close call and dealing with unsafe, careless drivers. He commutes in terrible traffic every day, so he understands what that's like. Yeah, it's no fun dealing with the people who just don't care. They are on a mission to get where they're going, and hopefully they do, because I've seen some pretty bad instances where people just cut others off, and it's like nobody else is on the road but them. So thank you, and thank Bob for that. Suzanne is doing well. Oh, you went to one of my favorite places, Hopewell Furnace. Yes, it is beautiful and it is peaceful and good for the soul. Absolutely, Suzanne. I'm glad you took that adventure yesterday. Brookie and Dylan and Max, good morning. I know Dylan is off traveling, so travel prayers for him. And let's see what else we got. Kelly asked us to please pray for Barbara traveling to her daughter's this morning, and it's a difficult trip. Praying for calmness and that she can enjoy herself. Thank you for checking in with her, and we lift her up in prayer. All right, I'm pulling the Kuan Yin card for us, and I have to sneeze. This is how I woke up this morning, with sneezes. So, not sure what that's all about. And Darlene has a hummingbird. I love that. It is time for the hummers to come out. And Suzanne says, yes, I am that right now. After flying and driving so much, I had to slow down completely, and doing that now. Good morning, Kuka. Oh, I'm so glad you're here. And Darlene is adopting a dog for rescue in Ohio. Oh, sweetheart. I am so happy you're doing that. What a blessed dog to have you rescue it, and it's rescuing you. My friend Karen has a saying, who rescued who? And it's so true, isn't it? Sometimes those animals that come to us are there for us as much as we are there for them. Janet Byron, good morning. Yes, I think, I'm in a different place than I have been for a while. And so a lot of new pollen. I may venture out today and see if I can find some honey, because that's what I use for relief when I go into a different area and there's stuff that I'm not used to inhaling. Okay, your time will come. Some souls are slower to blossom, building their inner beauty over time until just the right moment. Then the fullness of their beauty, power, and grace is revealed, providing powerful healing medicine for those in need of comfort and hope. So, yeah, it's all about resting. There's no need to rush. You're going to get there when you get there. And maybe if you slow down, you'll get there, right? That's what I keep telling the Angel Mobile. We don't have to go 80 and 90. We'll get there. And when you're not on a really strict time frame to get there, then you can enjoy the journey. So enjoy every moment of every day. Oh, thank you for the blessings. Yeah, it is allergies this morning. Kathy, it just started drizzling. Cloudy Mother's Day weekend. Yeah, it is Mother's Day weekend. So happy Mother's Day to all of you who are celebrating, whether you're a mother to a human or a mother to an animal, or however that looks, maybe a mother to someone else's child. Sometimes, those people that we have in our life that we're able to go to for love and hugs and advice are wonderful mothers, whether you're male or female. Don Baker, good morning. Oh, good morning, Gia. Thank you, Don. I'm in a different place right now. I'm in Kansas, which I am not used to being in. And I think all the pollen and all the different things that are here um, are really getting to my sinuses and messing with my allergies. I went to bed with wet hair last night, so my hair's a mess. Julie's allergies are kicking in as well. Oh, yeah, we'll sneeze together. And Kathy says rescues are the best. I've had some of the best adopted doggies and cats. Me too, Kathy. And Don says some prickly pear will help with the honey, and also use some colloidal silver because there's a bacteria called, yeah, that big word going around. So thank you for that, Don. I might wander out here today in this little town I'm in and see what I can find for local honey and that colloidal silver that I need. A towel and a bowl of hot water with some, yeah, I'm in a hotel room, so I don't have access to a lot of things. I'm going to see if maybe I can find a dollar store or someplace close by, and I can get some of the stuff that I need to help with these allergies, because I do still have quite a bit of driving after I leave here tomorrow. All right, Yogananda with the spiritual message for today, May the 9th. Wow. And we're still talking about loyalty. God is equally present in all, but he is most definitely expressed in the heart of the spiritually minded, loyal person who thinks only of him. Through your loyalty to God, you can establish your oneness with him. Loyalty attracts the divine attention. Thus, when the storms of life gather and the waves of trials buffet you, you can guide the boat of your life safely to the divine shores by realizing his omnipresence. And he is. I know that's a big word, but it's such an important word that God is omnipresent. He's everywhere. And we can see him in everything. Whatever it is that we're looking at, we can see God. And if there's a challenge as you are looking and as you're exploring and you're wading through life, just ask how Jesus would handle it. What would Jesus do in that instance? Or with that person that maybe is one of your sandpaper people, the ones that irritate and scratch at you. How would he handle that? Okay, so today at 10 o'clock Eastern Time, we are walking with Jesus again. We're going to do it every Saturday at 10 a.m. Eastern. It's a new podcast. This is only the second one. I hope that you'll be back. Many of you were there and said you enjoyed that first one. And come back and bring your questions. Ask, what would Jesus do? What did Jesus do as he walked on the earth? What was he like? What did he say? Did he dream? These are questions I have. And so I'm asking those questions, and we're seeing if Spirit will give us answers to some of those so we can have a closer walk with him. And Kathy says, that is true. I'm blessed to be a mother to two of my own children, Scooby and all my kids at work. My coworkers are all around my own kids' ages, so they keep me young. Isn't it interesting that when we are around younger people than us, we get into that mentality? I've always been younger than what I am because I still feel like I'm back in the 20s, but that keeps me young and keeps me going, and I keep on keeping on. All right, so it's whisper time, and then we'll do prayer time. I still haven't seen our Deirdre. Does anybody know if she's okay? If she's got something going on this morning? Because I don't see her on here with us. But it's time for the whispers. So if you will pick a page, Don, if you're still with us, I'd love for Gia to pick a page for you and her. And let's see if we can get that happening. The book is called Whispers of Joy, and it highlights our little poster child, Max, as the poster boy of joy and peace and love in our angelic family. So, who would like to have a message from the Whispers? We've got time for a couple, and then we'll do our prayer time this morning. Oh, thank you, Brookie. Yes, I am the Mama P to all of you, and happy to be so. And so thank you for that Mother's Day wish. Page 25 for our Suzanne. So let's go there. Let every chant be a heartbeat of love. When your voice trembles with devotion, all of heaven chants with you. Live as a child of the land, and you will find that the earth herself sings through your heart. You know, I love chanting. I just love that rhythm of it, the sound of it, the feel of it. It's awesome. So, this message, I think, Suzanne, as you think on it, it's not about any ritual. It's about the feeling of just giving praise. And I'm so happy that you had the experience that you had to go to that peaceful place yesterday, because in nature it sings out praises. And so I think that was a wonderful experience for you and for you to have. And Brookie wants page 42. Thank you, Kelly Bach. Let me put that up here on the screen. All right, so Kelly, sorry, where am I at? Brookie was page 42. Let me get there. This little book, if you have it, you can use it like an oracle. You can just open to any page and a message will pop out at you. All right, 42 Brookie says, when your knees touch the earth in surrender, the heavens bend low to lift you. Rise, beloved, your wings remember the way. And Brookie, I know there's been a lot that you have hit the floor about and praying for answers and seeking. And that's what it means when we get on our knees and we just bow down and ask for help. Remember that your wings lift you, that the angels lift you, that we, your spiritual family, lift you. And as your Mama P, I'm lifting you as well. You and Dylan and sweet baby Max. I'm so happy you're going to be with us in Virginia Beach at our gathering we're doing there in October. So, Brookie, I hope that touched you. And then we're going to page 6 for Julie Kiss. And page 6 says, "Let the winds of stillness clear your mind, and the light of love open your heart. In this sacred balance, your truth will rise like the morning sun, undeniable, radiant, and divinely yours." Julie, that is you. That describes you. You are radiant. You are beautiful. And you're so loving and so compassionate. And thank you for being a part of our wonderful spirit family, the P's for Peace. And so happy that you are here. All right. So I don't see any other page number. Oh, yeah, I do. Kathy Hand. You're on page 18. And go to the third one, she says. "Beloved, adjust the lens, not the world. When love becomes your filter, the dream becomes divine, and you remember you were never upside down at all." Oh, I love that, Kathy, and I do love this one. You were never upside down. It's all perspective. It's all how we're looking at something and how we're seeing something. And sometimes we see it backwards or upside down or inside out, but it doesn't matter which way the world sees it. How are we seeing it? How are we looking through our lens? And then life shows up the way it's supposed to show up for us. Good morning, Annie 7. Good morning, Joanne. Yes, these were wonderful messages. Thank you all for choosing. And yes, isn't that beautiful, Annie? And Annie, we're lifting you up right now. I'm so glad you came in and we can do prayer time. And you will be here uh, for loving messages and loving lifting of your energy. Thank you, Annie. I appreciate that. So you meant for it to be 2? Well, there are no accidents or coincidences, Kathy. So I'm going to read the second one then for all who asked for a message but didn't choose a number. I think Spirit has chosen for you. So let me, home is not where you go, but what you carry. Okay, so let's see what message number 2 has to say. And this will be for all of us, and then we'll go into prayer time. "The light you seek is already inside you. Sit with your soul, listen with your heart, and watch the world transform through the peace you remember. Home is not where you go, but what you carry. Let your heart be your dwelling, and you will never be lost." So very true. I was talking with my brother on the phone yesterday as I was traveling. I was looking for the rest stop, the truck stop that I always stop at, which is called Love's. And I could see it as I exited the interstate. I saw the sign. I mean, they're very obvious. They're really tall signs with a big heart on top. And I'm talking to my brother. No, I apologize. It wasn't my brother. I was talking to Charlie. Charlie Coons had called me. And I couldn't find it. And it was so close. I could see the sign. I couldn't figure out how to get there. And the navigation wasn't helping me any. It just kept telling me I had arrived, but I wasn't at the place where you go in. And so I couldn't figure out what road to turn on to get me to that place that I needed to go to close my eyes, to get some refreshment, to use the restroom. And so it gets a little frustrating when you're feeling that lost. That I so love this message. And isn't it wonderful where it says, home is not where you go, but what you carry. So when we carry love in our heart, that's where it takes us every time. We're going to find the love. And I did. I found the love. I found the truck stop and got some much needed shut eye. Let your heart be your dwelling, and you will never be lost. And it's all about trust. Sometimes we can see the thing that we want so badly, but we don't know how to get there. We don't know the steps to take. And so, yes, this message was perfect, Kathy. Both of those were. But this one, yeah, will never be lost if we let our heart guide the way and we keep that heart and that love foremost. We can see it. We can see our answered prayers. We can see our miracles. But we're like, but how do I get them to me? How do I touch them? How do I know that they're right there in my life? And it's trust. That's what it is. It's trust. So I am trusting. I am sending a proposal letter to Love's truck stop and those who make decisions for them. And I'm asking them to be a sponsor of the Peace on Earth tour, to uh, let me use their name and do broadcasts while I'm there at a Love's truck stop and share my journey, our healing journey of the Peace on Earth tour. So I would love for all of us to get behind that mission, that prayer, that proposal that I'll be sending to them, and just seeing if they respond to our love and our energy and our mission of peace on earth, of attention to human trafficking, um, of lifting each other as we go and have some of the weary travelers, maybe that are looking for inspiration and hope, see that there are those out there that want the very best for each other. So let's bond together with this prayer of asking. If you don't ask, it's an automatic no. But if you ask, then there's potential, there's possibility. So I've already drafted a proposal, and I'll have my board of directors for Angel Speakers look at it and see if there's any changes, any tweaks that need to be made, anything that you think would be the very best to get the attention of those who make those kind of decisions. All right, so let's get on with our prayer time. Oh, thank you. Thank you for getting behind that idea. It was an inspired idea. And it's like, well, why not? And why not ask both of the major truck stop places? There's Love's, which I almost always stop at. I choose that one because of that heart. I can see that heart sometimes for a mile away. I see the big sign that's up in the air. And there's also Pilot. And that one is not as well known, it's not as big as Love's, but I thought, why not approach them as well? Because when we think of finding our way, sometimes we need that pilot light, right? We need something shining that says, hey, this is the direction to take. It's like a lighthouse sitting there. So I'm going to approach both of them and just ask for some sponsorship. We really need an infusion of financial help for the Peace on Earth tour. So that may be one way we can get it. And thank you all for getting behind it. And let's lift it in prayer every day that we get the financial help we need to keep going. We're approaching 6 years of being on this mission of the Peace on Earth tour. So it's time to really get some focus in. One of the things I added in with the proposal was attention to the need for safe driving instead of reckless driving, and paying more attention to that, and how can we be more aware of driving safely. You always stop at Love's as well, Julie. Well, I think we really need to get that known to Love's, that there is not just one person, there's many, that we can all utilize their facilities and bring more light into who they are and what they're all about. All right, so it is prayer time. I know, Annie, we're lifting you up, and you said May 20th is your date for the ultrasound, and just go into it with confidence that everything is working perfectly. Um, okay, let's see what else we got for prayers. How I use their heart sign. Yes, it's all about love, this mission. And Kathy says, I'm also waiting to hear back about some findings on my mammogram, but it's not anything on the breast. It's calcifications noted on the arteries indicating cardiovascular issues. Okay, so Kathy, we lift you up for that. And please continue to pray for my family, especially my sister. She finished her radiation treatments, but the doctors have informed her that she'll still be feeling the effects of that radiation for a couple more weeks, which includes the exhaustion, the sometimes nausea, sometimes feeling like she's falling over, uh, and the itching. So please continue to lift her up. And Kuka, prayers for your niece Layla. I love that name. Who has come down with fevers and convulsions, and the doctors can't seem to find a reason. Well, we certainly will lift Layla up and put her in the center of our prayer circle today. Okay, Brookie, please keep Akil's mother in our prayers. She just returned from a few weeks' stay in the hospital. We certainly will. I know that Akil and all of those Pakistani loved ones are there for us to lift up. They're on our big prayer list. And I will be traveling again tomorrow. So prayers that today and tonight I can get the rest that this body needs, and my eyes will clear up from the allergies. It's already feeling better. Thank you all for lifting me. Annie, you went to the gym and it was nice that your insurance pays. Oh, I'm so glad. I'm so happy about that, Annie. And yeah, that's been one of my desires. And I have a place in Boulder where I'm headed that I think I will start frequenting again when I get there. All right, so let's go into our hearts. We lift up all of you. If you're hearing this right now, you're in the center of our circle. If you're missing from our broadcast today, like our Blue Jean, Auntie Jean, Deirdre, Charlie, then you're still in our hearts. You're in our circle. Everyone that's in our spiritual family, all of the P's for peace. We lift all of you right now. So, God, I just want to say a prayer right now over everyone who's here, whether there's a prayer of healing, a prayer of paying attention to something that's yelling out, or if it's a prayer of praise. We thank you, God. We thank you for miracles. We thank you for love. I want to thank you for safety, safety as we move about in our world. Thank you for attention to the things that are important in life, peace in our world, loving on this planet that we're on, keeping her safe, keeping her going for the generations to come. For those who are now watching, the older adults, getting a feel for how to treat the planet, help us all to remember that we are showing up in one way or another, and help it to be a way that is the right way for the continuation and the longevity of this planet. We pray for the world leaders making choices for those in their nations. May peace be in their heart. May we reach more people with the idea that we can bring peace to our planet by starting in our own heart. Thank you, God, for those who are undergoing physical repairs and those who are paying attention to something that's whispering or shouting out for love and for help. And we pray for those that are experiencing some struggle to find the calm in the storm. Lord, I just speak help over everyone that's here. And I ask for miracles and answered prayer. And thank you as the giver of all love. Thank you for giving us Jesus. May we find more and more a way to walk closer with him and to have him as a guide in our life. I thank you for each person now who will go about their day. May there be a smile on their face that might touch someone who doesn't see that on a regular basis. May we shine our lights into the world. And thank you for helping us to ignite it and for it to burn brighter and higher. We love you. We honor you. Om Shanti, Om Peace, and Amen. Thank you all for showing up today. And I am going to find our Leo and Brookie singing to us up, 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 because that's where we go. When we lift our vibration, we go up, we go out into the universe, and we go out into the world with our attitudes and our perspective and our prayers of love for everyone and peace for our world. So let's share that together. Let's dance to this up, up, up tune that these two beautiful light workers have shared with us.
Well, let's go into our hearts. Hand on your heart center. And slow down your breathing.
Higher and higher and higher, yeah. Beyond the clouds, past the sun, that's where we're headed. Filled by the power of the Spirit. Guided by purpose, raising consciousness. Up, 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 we go down. Raise the vibe, high and high, till we touch the sky. We don't need no wings to fly. Up, up, we go down. Raise the vibe, high and high. Set your intentions, we off to another dimension. Up, we go. Let love lead the way. Up, we go. No time to hesitate. Up, we go. And it feels so good. Up, we go.
Let's breathe in love. Breathe that love out into the world.
There was a time when I didn't know what to do. I'd focus my mind on things that just made me blue. No reason, no rhyme, making the negative true. I didn't know what else to do, but then I found my groove. We're going up, 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 to a higher plane, up, where we can't complain, up, where we can't refrain from anything bringing us down. Up, to a higher plane, up, where we can't complain, up, where we can't refrain from anything bringing us down.
Up, we go down. Raise the vibe, high and high, till we touch the sky. We don't need no wings to fly. Up, we go down. Raise the vibe, high and high. Set your intentions, we off to another dimension. Up, we go. Let love lead the way. Up, we go. No time to hesitate. Up, we go. And it feels so good. Up, we go. We going higher, higher, yeah. We going higher, higher, yeah. We going higher, higher, yeah.
We're going higher and higher and higher, yeah.
Up, we go down. Raise the vibe, high and higher, till we touch the sky. We don't need no wings to fly.
Up, up, up. Thank you, sweet Max, for that smile at the end of that song. And thank you, Brookie and Leo, for putting that together for us. I love you all so much. I'll be back in an hour. And let's look at the life and times of Jesus and how we can use that energy to guide us in our life. What would Jesus do? What would he say? How would he act? So I love you. And yes, we're meeting at 10 o'clock, Andrea. And I love you all so much. I'll be back right here on this channel, wherever you're watching, whether it's Facebook, YouTube, and EWN or Angel Speakers. That's where we shall be. Love you. I'll see you in